What's up, guys? Welcome to the Cash Craft, your daily dose of finance and technology news and updates. Jeff Bezos just publicly backed a tax that would cost him millions, and the billionaire he defended? His rival, Ken Griffin. This isn't a feel-good story about the ultra-wealthy suddenly finding their conscience. It's a calculated move that reveals how power actually works when cities try to tax the rich. And what happened next tells you everything about who really controls urban policy in America. New York's new mayor, Zohran Mamdani, proposed something called a pied-à-terre tax. It targets luxury second homes in Manhattan, the kind of properties where billionaires park $50 million and visit twice a year. The revenue would fund affordable housing. Standard progressive policy, right? Tax the empty penthouses, help the people who actually live here. Then Bezos, who owns property in New York, did something unexpected. He endorsed it, publicly. On May 20th, 2026, he released a statement supporting Mamdani's proposal. But here's where it gets interesting. In the same breath, he defended Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin is the hedge fund billionaire who famously bought the most expensive home in U.S. history, a $238 million penthouse in Manhattan. He's exactly the kind of owner this tax is designed to hit. And he's also someone who's competed with Bezos for everything from real estate to political influence. These two aren't friends. So why would Bezos go out of his way to say Griffin isn't the villain? Because Bezos understands something most people miss about wealth taxes. They're not actually a threat to billionaires, they're a negotiation. When someone like Mamdani proposes a pied-à-terre tax, the real question isn't whether it passes, it's what billionaires get in exchange for not fighting it. Bezos backing the tax sends a signal. It tells other wealthy property owners, this is manageable. It tells Mamdani, you have a deal if you keep it reasonable. And it tells Griffin, you're not the enemy here, so don't make this a war. Look at what Bezos actually said in his statement. He didn't call for aggressive taxation. He didn't propose expanding the tax or making it steeper. He supported this specific proposal, framed Griffin as reasonable, and positioned himself as the thoughtful billionaire who gets it. It's political theater designed to control the narrative before it controls him. Now, pay attention to this next part. Mamdani isn't some establishment Democrat. He's a democratic socialist who ran on taxing the rich and won in a landslide. His base expects confrontation, not compromise. But Bezos just gave him something more valuable than money. He gave him cover. When the wealthiest man in modern history says your tax is fair, you can't easily go back and make it more aggressive. You're locked into the framework he endorsed. Bezos just set the ceiling on this policy without anyone realizing it happened. And defending Griffin? That's the tell. Griffin could have been the villain of this story, the out-of-touch hedge fund guy with the $250 million apartment who fights affordable housing, perfect political target. Instead, Bezos neutralized him. He made it harder for Mamdani to use Griffin as a symbol of excess, because now it looks like punching down on someone Bezos already vouched for. This is how billionaires stay billionaires, not by fighting every tax, by choosing which ones to support, shaping them before they become dangerous, and making sure the public conversation never gets to the policies that would actually redistribute wealth at scale. A pied-à-terre tax might generate tens of millions for affordable housing. That sounds like a lot, until you remember that Bezos made $23 billion in a single day in 2024 when Amazon stock spiked. What most people don't realize is that supporting small taxes is how you prevent big ones. Bezos isn't being generous, he's being strategic. He's letting Mamdani have a win that costs him almost nothing, while ensuring the conversation never shifts to wealth taxes, estate taxes, or capital gains reform, the policies that would actually change the math. The real story here isn't that Bezos backed a tax on luxury second homes. It's that he managed to look progressive, protect a rival, and control the boundaries of acceptable policy all in one move. And he did it so smoothly that half the headlines framed it as surprising or generous. The question you should be asking yourself is, when billionaires start agreeing with you, are you winning or are you being managed? Because Mamdani's tax might pass. It might fund housing, but it will never threaten the structure that made Bezos and Griffin rich in the first place. That's not a bug, it's the design. Personally, I'm still watching how Mamdani responds. If he takes the win and runs with it, we'll know the ceiling just got locked in. If he pushes further, we'll see whether Bezos' support was genuine or just the opening bid in a longer negotiation. That's all for today, folks. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to The Cash Craft for more finance and tech news. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one.